Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next episode of Classic Wrestling Series. But ladies and gentlemen, it's not going to be me picking the show. It's the magical mystery bag of mystery. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, we're going to have a 10 DVD Battle Royal. So, the rules of this and the idea of this is simple. There are 10 wrestling DVDs that I have not seen either since the night the pay-per-view aired or since I've seen the show live. That I was there. So, these are the rules. I will pick a pay-per-view at random and we will watch it. So, let's see what's up first. Let's go routine, get down to the bottom, and aha! We have our winner! We have our first elimination. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find out what it's going to be. Oh, okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for one night only, the pay-per-view is going to be One Night Only 2007, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as I recall, One Night Stand 2007 had some very decent matches on it. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while since I've seen it. I don't know, or I can't remember how good the pay-per-view was. Let's see the back of the box. Mr. McMahon and Bobby Lashley in a street fight. Edge versus Batista in a steel cage. Kane versus Mark Henry in a lumberjack. Hardys versus the world's greatest tag team in a ladder match. I remember that one being damn good. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. So whilst the pay-per-view is kicking off, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Jacksonville, Florida, at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. It's June 3rd, 2007. 7,000 fans were at hand to watch ECW, One Night Stand, ladies and gentlemen. Not ECW One Night Stand, just One Night Stand, ladies and gentlemen. So, I am looking forward to this. I have not seen this since the night it aired, and I genuinely thought it was an okay card. This is the very first pay-per-view under the One Night Stand name. So yeah, looking forward to it. I remember the ladder match between the Hardys and the world's greatest tag team being damn good. Also, guys, Famous by Puddle of Mud is the theme song of this show. Fuck yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the 3 main event matches from each brand. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Raw on Rawers. And we have John Cena and the Great Khali in a Pinfalls Count Anywheres match, aka a Falls Count Anywheres match. And ladies and gentlemen, we have Edge versus Batista in a steel cage for the World Heavyweight title. And ladies and gentlemen, we also have ECW champion Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Vince McMahon made himself the ECW champion. Fuck you, Vince. Taking on Bobby Lashley in a street fight. One of these things is not like the others. I'll let you guess which one's which. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch the show. So we just had the first match, Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam in a stretch match. Really good way to get the show kicked off. But holy fuck. Rob Van Dam got caught with an elbow by Orton and was fucking out of it. His eyes were glazed over, he was concussed. Just moments, about 2 minutes into the match, he was fucking out of it. But amazingly, Orton and Rob Van Dam were able to work with it. It was good, but it was just disgusting to watch. Van Dam was just KO'd. Van Dam tried to attempt a somersault plancha onto Orton. He moved out the way, and Rob Van Dam went back first onto the stretcher. It was nasty, but a nice rolling thunder into a power slam by Randy Orton. I thought that was beautiful. But yeah, the ending of the match, Orton put Van Dam on the stretcher, pushed him to near the where the line was. Van Dam kicked him in the head to get him off, put him on the stretcher, pushed him over for the win, and then Orton attacked Van Dam after the match, and delivering a very sick elevated DDT onto the arena floor via the barricade, and Van Dam was stretched off. I think he would be then admitted to hospital with a severe concussion. Van Dam would then leave the WWE until his return for a couple of Rumbles, and then his main return in 2012, where he would face Alberto Del Rio for the world title in a losing effort. So right now we've got Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon talking about the ECW title match coming up. Yay. And we'll see what the next match is. So next up, we had a 6-person tables match between Elijah Burke, Marcus Corvon, and Matt Striker versus the Sandman, Tommy Dreamer, and CM Punk. Whatever happened to him? Really good backwards and forwards match. It was literally, if one person goes through a table, then their team would be eliminated. I thought that was stupid, but I digress. Very funny moment with CM Punk and Matt Striker. CM Punk would go for a bulldog, would actually get, but Matt Striker would go, but this time a tree, and go straight vertical up. The match would end when Tommy Dreamer holding Elijah Burke after getting a power driver from Tommy Dreamer would hold him on the table, and Matt Striker would then be put through Elijah Burke through the table. So what would happen with these 6 guys? The Sandman would leave pretty much soon after this. Marcus Corvon would as well. I don't know if I know Sandman's still doing independence. I don't know if Marcus is as well. Matt Striker would then go into a commentary role for SmackDown and Raw. Would get fired, but then would be hired by TNA and Lucha Underground. He is actually a really good commentator, I will admit that. Tommy Dreamer would pretty much stay in ECW, become ECW champion again, feuding with Christian, which was really good. And, well, what happened to CM Punk? Intercontinental champion, World Heavyweight champion, ECW champion he would hold about, WWE champion, multiple 2-time Money in the Bank winner, and really good showing. Also, Elijah Burke would then go into TNA as the Pope D'Angelo De Niro, would go into a commentary role, and I don't know what happened to him since. I think he might be doing independence. So, next up, guys, is I don't know what, because we're currently having Randy Orton and Edge in an interview segment. So, yay. So, we'll find out what the next match is. We just had the World's Greatest Tag Team versus the Hardy Boys in the ladder match, and my God, this was an amazing match. There were spots galore. It was fucking amazing. One of the highlights was there was a ladder in the ring. Shelton Benjamin climbed to the top of it. Charlie had Matt on a ladder, and literally Benjamin just went and just jumped and hit Matt. It was mental. There was a botch by Benjamin, but to be fair, it was noticeable to a degree, but it did work in a way. So Jeff swanton bombed onto Charlie Haas off a ladder to get the win, and Matt climbed the ladder to get the belts and the win. Really good match. Definitely for bar the botch, it was a damn good match. Hardcore match. Fucking amazing match. These guys fucking would hurt. And yeah, it was fucking good. I don't know the next matchup, guys, so we'll find out what that is. So next up was Mark Henry and Kane in the lumberjack match. Nothing really, though. It was a lumberjack match between Mark Henry and Kane. The end of the contest happened when Chavo and Kenny Dijkstra interfered. Kane chokeslammed Dijkstra, but Henry locked in a bear hug for the win. Nothing really, no. What would happen then? Mark Henry and Kane would feud over the ECW title with the Big Show. Not too bad. And basically, we just had a moment where not Vince, sorry, that's the next match is coming up soon. The World's Greatest Tag Team and the Hardys backstage, being attended to and then attacking each other. I don't think the World's Greatest Tag Team would win the World Tag Team titles, which is a real fucking shame. I believe that they should have done. So what would happen afterwards? The Hardys would lose the titles to Trevor Murdoch and Lance Cade, if I recall, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. And the World's Greatest Tag Team would be split up and then move on to different feuds. Shelton Benjamin into the Intercontinental title picture, and Haas would basically just would leave the wrestling world, I think, which is a real shame. He's a really good wrestler. So now we've got the build-up for Bobby Lashley versus Vince McMahon in a street fight for the ECW title. Fuck's sake, let's just watch this match. So we just had the ECW Championship match, Vince McMahon and Bobby Lashley. As a way to get Bobby Lashley over, it was good, I thought, but still, it should have been a singles match, but I digress. Shane and Umaga interfered in the match, naturally. Shane would perform a fine elbow drop onto Lashley through the announce table. Umaga would hold a trash can in front of Lashley's face in the corner. Shane attempts to coast to coast, misses, hits Umaga in the face, essentially getting him out the way with. Bobby Lashley would then hit a spear onto Vince. And then gained the upper hand by hitting Vince several times with a chair. Lashley performed a spear on Shane and another spear on Vince to gain the victory and become the new ECW champion. Not too bad, not too good, but not too bad. Next up was the pudding match. I'm doing these two together because fuck this match, the pudding match. Nothing to know, absolutely fucking terrible, and Candice basically wins the match by forcing Melina to submit by holding her head under the pudding. Women's wrestling in 2007, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck that. So let's talk about the steel cage match in just a moment. So, steel cage, Batista versus Edge, where you could win by pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage. Edge basically tries to escape the cage many times, but Batista stops him and gains the advantage after suplex. Edge goes to the top rope. Edge would then get the upper hand, performing a spear onto Batista. Didn't get the pinfall. Batista regained and basically going for a Batista bomb. Edge reversed the move. Edge climbed to the top of the cage where Batista crawled towards the cage. Edge's feet hit the arena floor first, so he was declared the winner and retained the title. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty much it. Nothing really of note during that match. So, let's talk about the main event. And the final match, ladies and gentlemen, was a pinfall counts anywhere match for the WWE Championship as John Cena defended against the Great Khali. And, well, Khali basically had the control for most of the match, performing a spin kick and a leg drop onto Cena. The contest went into the crowd. Khali would hit Cena with a television monitor. Cena gained the upper hand, swinging the boom camera into Khali by the crew set, which was actually kind of funny. Cena attempted to perform the FU. Khali blocked it with his elbow. We gained the upper hand, scoop slamming Cena onto a crane. Cena fought back for a while on the crane and performed an FU to Khali off the crane onto the arena floor, and Cena gets the win and the victory. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise about that, but what did I think of ECW One Night Stand? One Night Stand 2007. To be honest, ladies and gentlemen, it's a one-match card. It's a one-match card, and it is the Hardys versus the World's Greatest Tag Team. That's it. I did not care about any other match bar the World's Greatest Tag Team versus the Hardys in the ladder match, because I remember that match being damn good, and it still lives up to the hype of the match. It's even on the ladder match DVD, the 3-set DVD that they produced. Worst match on the card, Kane versus Mark Henry in the lumberjack match. Worst segment has to be the fucking pudding match. That was fucking awful. Best match, yeah, Hardys versus World's Greatest Tag Team. Then it would be, let's go from worst to best. Pudding match, lumberjack match, stretcher match, street fight, steel cage, false count anywhere, six-man tables match, ladder match. That would be it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my 2007 review of One Night Stand. So, ladies and gentlemen, whilst we're here, let's dive into the bag, see what's next. Want it to be something good, ladies and gentlemen. Please be something good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I have no mercy on my soul. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, it's No Mercy 2006. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all for No Mercy 2006.